It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the NFC North. It's the Vikings and the Packers, and it's all up next.
It's a venue and a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And away we go from Wisconsin. It's Brandon Powell with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And we'll take a glance at their seventh-year QB.
If we had asked Sam Darnold, coming out of USC as the third overall pick in the draft, to write the story of his career, I don't think he would have written some of these chapters. But in the end, it makes you tougher. It makes you grittier. And playing quarterback in the NFL is a lot about that. Your ability to just withstand adversity and to continue to get up time after time after time. And Sam Darnold has shown that kind of perseverance.
And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 29. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. These guys have gotten off to a hot start, Brock, in spite of these injuries that have occurred along the way.
You know what, Kate? If you and I traveled to every training camp, I think we'd hear the same thing. Next man up, next man up. These teams know it, the players know it. You hear the talk, but then you got to walk it, and this team is. I know it's early, but this is looking like a group who could be built for a playoff run as long as this list doesn't grow too much longer.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now a give up the middle to Jones. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
And he goes out a little short of the 40. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
1st and 10, here's Jones. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And they get this down to the 28. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They go play action on first. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up second down. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he's able to drive them forward into the red zone. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Smith able to put it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Here's a return from the 7. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So now it's the Packers getting out on offense for their opening drive. Bringing them out, someone who wowed last year in his first chance as a starter, Jordan Love.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for second down. Takes the handoff, now Love. He lobs it deep middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And he's brought down for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Calling about 70 yards on that run. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 4. Love from the gun. Here's pressure, and he's dropped by the Vikings. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
A conversion unlikely, but the offense is going for it. 4th and 13. They're going for this. getting out to his left. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. And they make the tackle. I'm not sure that was an advisable gamble in this spot, Brock, as they turn it over on downs. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. The Packers take their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Hey, we know what the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
No place to go, so he just threw it away. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Darnold looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Protection is always tested against a blitz, especially with all the different ways the defenses today disguise them. Couldn't quite account for the number of rushers that time, and it ends just how you expect. The quarterback needing a little help to get picked up off the grass.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. It's fielded at the 14. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Green Bay offense returning to the field for their 2nd possession. And they sure surprised us, going for 2 in that spot on their last drive. Not sure we're going to see that call come out here again. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Just 1 play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Jacobs gets it on the draw. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. The Packers trying to make some noise before halftime. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And he pushed deep into enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. They stick with Jacobs. Down to the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. They'll run Jacobs. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown! The Packers take the lead just before halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers take a 4-point lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. And he's swallowed up in the middle, no gain on the run. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. That's halftime here in Green Bay. The Cheeseheads with plenty to cheer about as their Packers have the lead. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get our tour started out at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And as they approach halftime, it's the Bears who are out in front. The rookie #1 overall pick, Caleb Williams, with a touchdown pass there. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons.
Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly. We're skipping right through to the start of the third quarter. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Going run again with Jacobs. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 2 yards on the pickup. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's 2nd and 7. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And that brings up 3rd down. Play fake, it's Love. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Back to throw it. That's cut beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. That's Harrison Phillips there for the stop. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Shotgun now for Love. It's a Green Bay touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers drive their lead to 11. On now is McManus to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. It's a 14-3 ball game as they take over following the score. First and 10 now from the 30. Running right, this is Jones. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Staying on the ground with Jones. And they had that one contained right at the line. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Packer. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. And now we'll have to take a moment for an injured player, and it's a significant one. Tight end TJ Hawkinson in some pain after the play. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Got 46 on his first punt, and this one's pushing a little more distance. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. No return on that punt. And the Packers will take over possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Love now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
A 2nd down throw here for Love. This one falls incomplete.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Taking a deep shot here. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
4th down, here's Love. He's looking deep once again. This is brought in at the 15. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden, we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Jacobs running behind center. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. So we're through 3 here. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Love. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
They'll run for it. Jacobs. And that hit stops him in his tracks. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on down. To throw, here's Darnold. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 23. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. Now Darnold. Locates Jefferson along the sideline, complete. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short on the 35.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's 2nd and 5. The screen pass falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Fourth and forever coming up. Darnold now to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. And the Vikings add an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And they don't allow a lane to form. Defense taking care of that play near the line. No gain on the play, and now it's 4th and long.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
On for the field goal now. Here's Brandon McManus. This is a 39-yarder from the left hash. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And the game stays at 11. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Caught by the open man. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Vikings out of the hurry-up, need everyone back to the line. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up. Throwing it again here. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
Here he is to throw. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact. This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
And the Packers are able to recover the kick. Ooh, can't get it back on the onside kick. Can still get a final chance with a quick 3 and out, though, albeit not with a lot of time for them left to work with.
Yeah, Kate, unless they can force a miracle turnover, and we've seen that before, a 3 and out is really the only avenue remaining. Defense, go buckle it up.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And all he can get is 1 yard, ran that right into the defensive front. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Wow, they're gonna pass it here. Cut by Jacobs. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
This dude was just not going to be stopped, not by the first defender, heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
And that run very short, only getting to the 27. The Packers take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Third and just 2 to go. He'll throw it. That's cut at the 4. And he will score. And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win. McManus on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Packers lead by 15 now. On now is McManus to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. So a historic venue in football sees yet another win as the Packers take this one at Lambeau. And their start to the season not cooling off by any means as they move to 4-0 on the year. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.